We're here with Mark Wheatley. Recently I read his book, Frankenstein Mobster, which had been out for quite a while, I must admit, but I did get around to reading it. I thought it was very fantastic. Mark Wheatley has been in the industry for a long, long time.
I'm so old!
Insight Studios and just tons and tons of titles. But the comic industry is changing, as everybody knows. Diamond is putting a stranglehold on the books. The numbers have to be a lot higher than they are now. Solicitation is getting harder. What are some ways that creators are getting around that so they can get their product out there to the fans?
Well, let's see. We tried robbing banks, and that had a couple downsides. We were already prostituting ourselves, so that wasn't getting us anywhere. So someone suggested Kickstarter.
Okay, so what's Kickstarter all about?
Kickstarter is a giant tin cup that we rattle to get people to allow us to eat and survive while we do the work of creation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, aside from saying it's begging, it's more of a pre-sale order so you can do the work, and it's a direct link between you and the consumer, cutting out the middleman.
You're absolutely right, and in fact, I believe that that's probably the most accurate way to describe it, is a way to actually sell books directly to your fans, pretty much the high-end collectibles that are signed and have extras, and they don't go through the retail outlet, and in that way, the customer can actually get the book for a somewhat reasonable contribution to Kickstarter, and we can afford to do a book that's so valuable that they'll really enjoy it. If we had to go through the retail market, the book would probably cost twice as much.
And what I've noticed a lot on some of these Kickstarter campaigns is what are called stretch rewards. If it goes above the certain amount that is required to produce the book, maybe over $10,000 or $20,000, the money, though it does go to making sure that the artists and the writers are taken care of, can also be put into extras, sketch pages, hardcovers, slipcase, book ribbons.
Yeah, I think it's really great when we are able to add extras in when we hit certain marks, you know, where the original offer becomes sweeter, so that it encourages people to go out and get their friends to come and play as well.
Yeah, it seems like a whole new market. And do you think Kickstarter's only in its 4th year? How long do you think it's going to take for the market to really take notice that this is a potential threat?
I don't know. Is it really a threat? At this point, I know a lot of publishers are talking about it as part of their work system.
Well, we've got Dave Sim, Bob Burden, Jim Calfiore, and Gail Simone. They've all got Kickstarter projects. There's 2 other people here who have just funded successful ones. So people that have been into the industry for a while are catching on that this is an easy way to get to the customer without having to go through the publishers. I think that it might...
Well, the publishers are telling me that they have no interest in going to the people that way.
Well, do you think it might be an alarm bell? Say a project raises $100,000, and then they might start turning their heads and saying, hey, maybe we missed out on something.
Well, I know a few publishers, like Devil's Due. Recently I saw a proposal for a book they wanted to deal with, where they were actually proposing right from the top that it would be partly financed by going through a Kickstarter campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like a simpatico thing right now between the publishers and the creators.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of creators that have been really vocal about the bad treatment they've gotten from publishers in the last 2 years, but the truth is anybody who really knows the marketplace knows that the publishers are hurting pretty bad too.
Yeah.
So everybody's looking for alternative ways to make this work. So as long as it's working, I think that people are going to get behind it and push it. And so far that seems to be the way it's going. Although I do understand your concern, I don't go looking for trouble. It'll find me eventually.
Okay, can you tell us anything about Blood of the Innocent, the new movie that's going to be coming out soon?
Yeah, I'm real excited about this. The movie is being co-produced by Inferno and also by Circle of Confusion. Now, Circle of Confusion is the company that does Walking Dead.
Nice.
And Inferno's done some really interesting films as well. But the team they've got working on our film is Breck Eisner, who's the director. Now, he's the son of Michael Eisner, and he did the Crazies movie a couple years ago, which really was a sharp film. And that's what's created the excitement for him with this as another horror film to follow that up with. And the writer is Bill Marcelli. Bill wrote Deja Vu. And it's... Bill and I have really hit it off. He's an excellent writer. His scripts are so beautiful. You like reading the script. I mean, I've read a lot of film scripts, and there are many that are like, okay, this will make a good movie. When you read it, you know it'll make a good movie.
Right.
You read Bill's script, and it's as much fun as reading a novel. I mean, it's just beautifully done. It's a magnificent clockwork, perfect mechanism. And he's really gotten to the heart of breath of Blood of the Innocent. And anyway, I'm very impressed. We're out casting the film now, and the film studio will be in a position to pay us a great deal more money if they don't go into production by February.
Okay, so we're looking about pre-production a little bit prior to that.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great, and we're looking forward to seeing the movie and more work from Mark Wheatley, and we'll keep our eyes peeled for the Kickstarter and get that word pushed out there. And what's the Kickstarter project that you might be doing?
Well, Mark Hempel and I have been talking about doing a sequel to Breathtaker for a few years now. It had actually originally been planned when we did the first Breathtaker book. But the editorial department we were working through at DC left the company just as we were finishing up. So we never really pursued it.
Well, Breathtaker was a fantastic series, so I know that'll garner a lot of attention. And really looking forward to that. Mark, as always, it's a pleasure.
John, good seeing you.
Thank you very much.